Welcome to Brewtok, the channel where caffeine meets comedy, science meets chaos, and your morning cup gets brutally honest. Addiction, culture, myths, memes, if it's brewed, we're talking about it. Because coffee isn't just a drink. It's a way of life. This is Brewtok. Grab your mug. Let's go. Coffee doesn't make you more productive. It just makes you feel less useless while being equally unproductive. That's the lie you've been sold. Every sip, every gulp, every overpriced paper cup with your name misspelled is part of one of the most successful marketing tricks in human history. Coffee has convinced you it's not only essential, but magical. It makes you believe you're sharper, faster, stronger. But the truth, coffee isn't giving you power. It's just numbing your weakness. And if you strip away the memes, the mugs, the don't talk to me until I've had my coffee culture, what's left? A drug that doesn't make you better. It just makes you forget you're worse. Let's get real. Caffeine isn't energy. It doesn't inject life into your veins. Here's what actually happens. Your body builds up a chemical called adenosine. It's the little biological hourglass that makes you sleepy. Every minute you're awake, adenosine piles up in your brain. By night, it's overflowing. That's your body's way of saying, go to bed, idiot. Caffeine doesn't erase adenosine. It just blocks the receptors. Think of it like putting duct tape over the low battery warning on your phone. The battery is still draining. You just can't see it. So you think you're awake. You think you're alert. But what you really are is tricked. You're a zombie with Wi-Fi. And when the caffeine wears off, boom, the adenosine flood hits you like a truck. That's the crash, slump. That's when you start whispering to the office Keurig like it's a holy relic. Coffee doesn't give you energy. It borrows it from your future. We love to believe coffee makes us productive. That's why entire offices run on it, pretending they're unlocking hustle superpowers. But let's be brutally honest. Coffee doesn't make you do the thing. It just makes you feel less bad about not doing the thing. If you were procrastinating before, you'll procrastinate after, just faster, louder, and with more bathroom breaks. Coffee shops aren't workspaces. They're theaters of productivity. Everyone in there is cosplaying as a functioning adult. Laptops open, phones out, headphones in. But behind the performance, 90% scrolling, 10% pretending, 0% is finishing that novel they told the barista about. Coffee is placebo confidence. You're not better, you're just caffeinated enough to fake it. Let's roast the coffee shop archetypes. The laptop guy. He sets up like he's hacking the Pentagon. Open laptop, noise-canceling headphones, Americano on the side. He types furiously for 2 minutes, then spends the next hour watching productivity hacks on YouTube. The loud call guy. He thinks the coffee shop is his personal boardroom. He talks about pipelines and synergy at full volume. His voice is espresso, bitter, aggressive, and unwelcome. The latte influencer. She takes 37 photos of her cup before drinking it. By the time she's done editing for Instagram, the foam art has died. The I can quit anytime guy. He swears he's not addicted. He's not addicted though. And finally, the barista, the real hero, the therapist without a license, the chemist in an apron, the traffic controller of caffeine chaos. They see it all. They know you better than you know yourself. They're the only reason society hasn't collapsed by Tuesday. Let's walk through a productive day on coffee. You wake up, you're tired, you drink coffee. By noon, the high fades. You get sluggish, you crash. You drink more coffee. You're yawning in your meeting. You drink again. Your body is begging to sleep, but caffeine still lingers. You toss. You turn. You wake up groggy. And what's the cure for waking up groggy? More coffee. That's not productivity. That's dependency. That's a hamster wheel with latte art. This isn't an accident. Coffee shops aren't just selling drinks, they're selling identity. Starbucks doesn't market caffeine. They market you with caffeine. Confident, focused. Energy drink companies, they literally sell addiction in neon cans. They don't mention the crash. They just slap a lightning bolt on the logo and let you pay $4 for insomnia. Even soda has been quietly caffeinating you since childhood. Coke, Pepsi, Mountain Dew, billions of dollars every year are made on one simple illusion, that coffee equals productivity. But productivity doesn't come from caffeine. It comes from rest, from focus, from not burning yourself out. Coffee just sells you the disguise. Here's what happens when you stop. Day 1, you're fine, smug even, you tell yourself, I don't need coffee. Day 2, headache, yawning, brain fog. You snap at the printer like it insulted your family. Day 3, cold sweats. Irritability, you'd sell your soul for a latte. Day 4, depression, nothing feels right. Even water tastes like betrayal. Day 5, breakthrough or relapse. Most people cave and crawl back to the coffee pot. Withdrawal is proof. This isn't a quirky habit. It's a dependency with a cute Instagram filter. Here's why it works. Coffee isn't just a drug, it's a ritual. First dates happen over coffee. Job interviews happen over coffee. Breakups, friendships, therapy disguised as catching up, all of it runs on caffeine. Coffee isn't just fueling our brains, it's fueling our culture. It's not just a drink, it's a religion. And like any religion, it demands devotion. So let's strip the lie down to its bones. Coffee doesn't make you productive. It makes you believe you're productive. It doesn't erase tiredness. It delays it. It doesn't give you energy. It borrows it from tomorrow. The truth is uncomfortable. But once you see it, you can stop worshiping at the altar of bean water. Because real productivity doesn't come in a cup. It comes from rest, focus, and habits. Coffee doesn't make you more productive. It just makes you feel less useless while being equally unproductive. And that's the coffee lie you believe. This is Brewtok. Caffeine, comedy, chaos. Here's your overpriced bean water. That'll be $8. And that's another shot of truth, fresh from Brewtok. If you laughed, learned, or questioned your next cup, hit subscribe and join the Brew crew. Because here, coffee isn't just a drink, it's comedy, chaos, and caffeine culture exposed. See you next cup.